guys, welcome once again to your favorite podcast, your favorite show. This is Let's Talk About It. And I am your host, Iyonada Joshua Odeji. Everyone knows me as Icon. And as usual, I do tell everybody on the show, I have my people here with me, my bandmates, my friends, my throne mates. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex is still in the studio. Caro is still in the studio.
And I don't know why you have to introduce him before me.
Okay, no man, supposed to be ladies first.
Ladies first, make Adam there.
Whatever. Now I make you sit down for here.
Okay.
Hi everybody, my name is Carolora, the one and only love doctor you know of.
She has not still succeeded in giving this guy a girl.
I will. After 14, I'll be 12. Oh
years.
yeah now.
I am Prince Alex.
Oh, so sorry.
Sorry.
Heartbreak.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Well, one of the things that is more heartbreaking actually, aside from Alex's situation, is the
You
fact
have
that
situation.
I don't have
It should be a situation.
Situation.
But don't worry
Don't
about
worry.
it. Talk about it
Talk
later.
about it later. But the most, like I said, the most sad of all things at this particular time is the fact that there is an hunger crisis in the land. As we can see, and it's very confirmed. To feed right now is kind of very difficult for many families. Even salary earners are feeling the pain. I told someone something last week that some of the people that even call these days for 102k are actually salary earners, and even some people that are into business. It's just that difficult. I remember when I was in school all through, I know how much I bought Gary especially. Today, Gary is good, and many other foods that we eat consistently. I don't even think many of you still eat Sunday jollof rice again like we used to eat before. And it shows that there is real hunger in the land. But in this particular time to us, when it is very evident that there are many coping strategies and coping mechanisms that can be adopted with this particular situation. And we have someone here that I'm very sure is going to tell us some of the uncomfortable truths that pertains to that aspect, and is also going to expose us to a lot of coping strategies as well, and open our minds to many other things that will help us on the way out. Ladies and gentlemen, with us in the studio is a versatile entrepreneur. He's one of the people I respect most when it comes to economics in this particular side of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio with us is none other else but my Egbo, Dixon Orishawiwa. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much, sir, for being here. And we really appreciate that you're here to discuss this particular topic with us. But let us go further. Let us start first with this. We knew how the prices of things were before now. We all know we are now in a situation where things are really very harsh. Things are currently harsh. We have what they call an hyperinflation in the country as we speak. Now, I don't know. If I said we should go back to the history of how we found ourselves in this situation, it's going to take us a long time. But now that we are here in this situation, sir, how well do you think people can actually cope? Looking at the mentalities Nigerians have from time, we all know we have a strategy, a plan of how we feed. Now, those common things are even more expensive now, and it's more difficult for households to feed. What do you think is, or let's start from how we got here. How did we get here from your own perspective?
Thank you very much. Because you mentioned something like we should not bother about the history. And I think that's one of the problems in Africa and Nigeria in particular. When you don't know, Yoruba will say, somebody was a rupee over and
Away.
yes, so that you know the main reason why should I follow this that. So, but oftentimes Nigerians we want a quick stuff, so we just say what's the way forward. That's all that's that. So, but sometimes when we don't care about what happened, and we're looking at the way forward, we're doing the same way still our head down, still people falling in. So we have to look back at how we get there. To me, while growing up, I tell people we always see those things in the news about the Asian countries being in hunger, those war-prone countries like Somalia facing the food crisis. But it's not happening during that time. The thing is, it was a choice of what to eat there. Like,
Yes.
I don't want to eat eba.
Yes.
I don't want to eat rice. I don't want to eat this. You have all the at least basics around. I think this issue started happening to us from 1998. If you remember when Al-Shabaab came on board, salary increase has never been a main solution to inflation. You made that right. When our salary came on board, because then I remember my friends, so their salary, the mom was a teacher, so it was around level 10 or so, that the third or level. The salary was in 2000. And my friend there was paying around 1,500 at school fees in the private school, so you should would know how difficult things was there. But they had farms. When I was in private school, Wednesday or Thursdays labor, I follow my teachers to follow them to their farm, school farm or farm outside to go and weed for them, to weed their current farm. So almost everybody were farming. So we have excess of what this is for here. So you don't buy, I don't buy. So we're not putting tension, we're not putting pressure on what is coming to in market. So you only buy when you don't have.
Okay.
So if I have Gary and maybe I'm consuming like 2 bags per annum and I'm able to produce 1.5, so I'm only buying half. So you see that most people, so that's why you see Gary that we're talking about as good now happens to be something common.
Very common.
Yes, very common. Like if you get it, I remember one man around the house there, because man about in it. As in he has plenty excess of he put in store. So people around the street can come, get 2 or 3 cups here. Yes, and they cook and they are okay. But since we moved away from farming, and you know the idea we do more of what we do, they are not this commercial farms. They are just small. That's why we call them small. That farm business. So they also there was a particular time I was asking some people, I said, this farm cannot even feed your family for the year, and you are calling yourself a farmer. So you can't even produce what your family is not to even mention of taking to the market to sell. So we have more people demanding. So from 98, they increased their salary. They were still farming. But when the democratic era came and maybe you had the word Benny.
I've heard it before.
Yes, so when my friend's salary moved from 2,000 to 12,000, I think 10 or 12,000, and a bag of rice there was not equal to 1K.
Wow.
So you can see, so everybody just look at how am I suffering myself. So my friends, I make reference to they abandoned their cassava farm because the money was too much that they can feed. They moved from a room apartment to a flat, not even a room apartment.
Because of more money.
Yeah, because the money came in and they felt they can, so they moved from that level to almost times 10 of the current level. So everybody will abandon farming. So gradually you see people moving away from farm. Everybody wants to say in this thing like buying cars instead of buying no farm. We're borrowing money to buy cars, build houses. You see those things we're using for farm. People started opening them up for farming. And at the end of it, we got after them. So we're putting tension on the food. More of us were living, there was this rural movement. People were coming for years because you see somebody, the teacher that is living well and somebody were better off. So you just feel people were abandoning their home to make sure they get a degree. All these artisans were getting degree, getting NC certificate to get job with the government. So we abandoned farming. So that's how we moved from. Last year, it was predicted that, I think the studies shows that about 25 million Nigerians are hunger prone.
Yeah, definitely.
We're facing hunger. Not to even mention this year that the inflation has gone up
increased
another 100%. Because I remember something, I need to fish farm with the sales. What we're selling for 12,000, selling something last year around this time, it's been sold for 6,000 now. Wow. So that means we had almost 100% increase. So imagine, and the salaries, and that's like, so assuming we are still back into farming, we do a little and do a little, so there won't be more pressure.
So are you seeing this from this angle? Not farming has got us to where we are.
Yes, it's a basic thing. If the demand increases and you are short of supply, what happens? The prices will grow, and you have the rate at which we are farming and the rate at which our population are moving apart. You understand?
One is going
the rate at which we
going.
are. If you check the population of Ondo Kingdom in 1998, what I was making a reference compared to now, you see that if the rate of population has gone up, whereas the rate of farming has went down. Because most of the farmlands, we are seeing estates all around them. So the rate has gone down.
So that is our activities of real estate, white collar jobs are reducing our farming activities.
So naturally there are some communities that are balancing those things. If you move from He's very particular about saying, on no access maybe because of our level of education and how well we want to school. But if you get to somewhere like Ekiti State, or we move to Osun, you still discover that the rate of inflation when it comes to food is not as high. Not that it's not high, but as high as this place. And the way people complain about hunger is not that much, because when you get there, you will say director of the civil service, we have the plant here in Ekiti State, they have fat that they go to weekend. But ask us what will be weekend around the party.
Yeah.
We party when there is hunger.
Yes, we party and we even still waste most of the food.
But I think, investing into farming is not so easy for a lot of persons. Talking about acquiring land and, getting workers to work with you around your farm. And the most important one is farming seems like a very slow, I don't know, kind of slow, because when you invest, you don't get your money urgently. You have to wait for a particular time. Then there have to be a rotation. Okay, let's talk about cocoa farming. There's actually a period of plantation. There's a period you have to go to the farm to go check it, do the weeding and all of that. So it's looking like it's kind of slow, and people don't have access to fertilizers and all of that. Do you think people are just neglecting farming because of the white collar job, or they are actually neglecting farming because it's actually tedious and it's not so fast to get results?
In this part, we get salt. There are two types of crops.
Okay.
You have what you call ash crops,
Yeah.
and you have what you call field crops. If you move from there to the northern part, really you get the middle belt up. Nobody talks more powerful. They talk about lack of money over there. But nobody talks more about food. Because naturally, we have food almost everywhere. Because they grow more food crops over there. So our land here, in Ogun State for example, we use, let me say, almost 80% of the farmland available for cash crops.
Yeah.
So cash crops takes a lot of time. But when it comes to vegetable, for example, vegetable matures between 21 to 28 days. We really use large farm market. So you imagine on donor, we should not be complaining about that. Because even anywhere, even on the road, on the erosion side, vegetables don't go there. So if we are focused on what we can do, like we grow tomatoes. So the turnaround time is what I'm trying to talk about. Turnaround time for tomatoes from 90 days to start with.
Okay.
Vegetables from 28 days. Pepper, maximum maybe 5 months to start getting this. So there are a lot of food crops that takes a short while. Maize, you can get them from 2.5 months. They start fruiting by 3 months. They are mature. So you see all of these things. Though you might talk about lack of workers, but what we have agitating first, no matter how small.
Okay.
Yes, we have a lot of, for a civil servant, they have a lot of spare time. You go to work by 8. For a teacher, you close by 2. What happens when 2 to the next 7? We understand. So if you go to a farm and you work for 2 hours, you can cover maybe 20 by 20 stuff. I met one man when we were talking about this. He said they advised that we're going to make 1,000 leaves, and we're going to plant 1,000 stand of yam seedling. And he said, I said, how are you doing that? He said, he does 50 leaves every day.
Wow.
50 leaves every day. And he started that. I think it's around 979, which is very complete, let's say. Maybe I was talking to you last week. So when you plant that, and well, if you have a plot of land, you can do that. You can put always like how many community. So we have places around us. We can do urban farming. Last year I planted there inside sack. So you get to a compound, you see just a few for them. So you can plant some of these inside this. So it doesn't. So it's only around us that you guys plant grass. And we are watering the grass here. We are paying people. We are saying you don't have the
water grass.
So we are saying you don't have workers to work on a farm, but you have workers that will come and mow the grass. In the dry season to come and wet the grass. So I think
whereas the grass is not very useful to us. So you are saying that it's more of a misplaced priority on our own part.
Like people are saying they can't invest in this. If we have moved those workers that are doing for this same garden, move them into farming. It's just about what is important.
Oh, okay. Let me take this question to you personally. how have you been dealing with insecurity? You do have a farm.
Yes.
How have you been dealing with insecurity? Because we already have issues of
insecurity.
insecurity,
People talk about
basically,
it,
on people saying, "Oh, my plantain farming, they've cut it off, my cocoa, whatever." So, how have you been coping with the insecurity problem in the aspect of your own farming?
On the like you mentioned that Sunday.
Well, you know, when we talk about managing insecurity, I don't think it's just about maybe the, not just the headsmen and all that, the armed headsmen. Children too can be agents of insecurity.
Of course.
Imagine I plant bananas, or I plant maybe a guava tree, I plant vegetables or some of those kind of things. Fruits that can easily be
if you're planting fruit, you should expect it.
Or mango, particularly. I used to live in a house where my landlord planted a very proper mango tree.
Okay.
Alex was a client.
Ooh.
And all that.
Was it buying at that time?
He was not buying.
Hey, so you should
Alex
when you're planting
Alex
fruit, you expect people to
will say he comes to greet me, but he's on my tree. So he's
trying to visit your tree.
I know mango last year. This year was
massive.
Yes.
Very expensive. And you will see children.
Yes.
I planted this thing myself. You will see children already on my tree trying to, drag mangoes and all those kind of things. Now, not just headsmen. How do I address?
Well, that's why I mentioned. That's why I said like that. Well, I know people grow that.
Yeah.
Secure their account. They have some of those things, so can't rule it out. There are some communities that in dates, there are some level of theft that is counted as hunger. Yes. And the community where I found, I have my plantains. Like one day I got there, 7 were taken.
Wow.
Yes, 7 were taken. They took that as a theft. So a serious case.
Okay.
Well, the other day I got it. Somebody tried fought few streams from the main doors. So like everybody was saying, if you need empower.
Justifying stealing.
Another time I saw somebody cut down a bus and took with big part of it, took like 2 sides. Went to
At least the owner should just
yes, when I go there from there. So they said they were going to meet you. We saw the guy and met the guy. It's a small village, everybody can be there. And we met him. After smoking his cigarette, he said he was coming back to the guys.
Oh, he was coming back to the one he left behind.
No, to the one
okay.
He went to smoke. And came back.
So he's ready to use.
The issue that I'm with them, happening, like I said, they don't farm. You have farmland. I come from the city. Drove
down there.
Do my work. You see that at the junction, especially across our farm.
Yeah.
So when you are down, you go to my farm. So that's why. So like that's just being lazy.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons is that
We are lazy.
sometimes. So sorry to say that we should not say you that lazy, but some of us are actually.
No, we just have to be very
So we
real.
have to be real.
We know the
So
truth.
some are working as working to get things done. But you see some just sit down to read from those that are working extra and they just sit down and believe we have this entitlement mentality that we must get from after always our lives.
Yeah.
So you are now at the crossroads. If I don't give this room, my farm is there. So you just have to.
So you have to.
You have to.
But
That's like paying homage.
I'm sorry to cross the yes out, but because I think I'm having an issue here. More of us are not family.
Yeah.
More of us are in the urban cities. In fact, it's getting worse these days because most youths now are not even wanting to do white collar jobs. Everyone wants to do remote jobs, just inside
Sit
their
at
house,
home, man.
at the comfort of their laptops, do a lot of things. They are making good money from it. Some are trying to add 1 or 2 to make some odds to come back to this thing. So definitely, we are having more people going off the farms.
Yeah.
You know, a person made a statement one time. He said they took us off our primary assignments to their secondary assignments, and they took charge of our primary. And we're having more of the way people are going into real estate these days, especially in the southwest, is very high. Southwest, south, the southeast,
Yeah,
people
not
are
central.
not central. Everybody's just trying to have houses, buy house. If you go to a place like Abuja itself, there are lots of houses. How do you find a place where people are actually farming? Now, we are having hunger. We know definitely we all have one thing. We are all going to go back to farm. Either way, we like it. But how do we survive this time? What strategies do you have? Okay, we know that farming thing will still take a year before it begins to yield some proper things. But what strategy in the now? Okay, from your 2K, from your 5K, from your 10K, how can you at least manage yourself so that finish will not enter? Because, or maybe you will not begin to become a client for loan apps. Because the way fair money and many of them keep calling people now, it's alarming. But you have to understand that there is hunger. So how can someone even manage the little they have at this particular time?
One of the things we can do, one is, I know people, I start corrected, but we still waste food a lot. Let's ask ourselves, we throw our food in.
What source?
Yes, like when you people claim they don't have, but when they have and they cook, there are two types of wastages. The one you throw and the one you throw. You understand? The one you throw, once your body takes what it needs, the rest will have to waste. Yeah, so you see families that are even complaining of hunger most time. Family of 3, and they will do half the I don't know how, just half model, just half model.
Oh, okay.
And make it and instead running it off at a meal. Or a family of 3, that's much. If you check the calories that is embedded inside that bottle of food they're taking, it's more than what I don't know if you've ever visited these rich people. I ate them when I was. Because you get them when they give you that. Remember them?
A slice of bread.
And that's in the morning they give you like max, like people like us that. Max is follows.
Follows on.
Yes,
Who eats follows on bread?
But those ones they take 2.
Okay.
First slice.
Slices.
The kids take like 2, like they just dice it into your lap. So they place it inside their water. But for us coming, they understand, so they make it how they walk up. They put it.
And even at that, it wasn't enough.
No, it was funny, like as if you are expecting other things, like you just wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And they give you bread. That's like this.
Appetizer.
So in the afternoon, how do they take? So maybe in the evening around 4, that's when they do swallow this thing when they come back for 6. And in the night, you are still expecting something after 6, then they are looking at you.
We are done.
So people like us, we cry back home there. So you hardly see those people complaining about the prices of things. You understand? No, they might complain that the prices are up, but simply rate of consumption. I was saying something. I remember way back then, I was about 5 years ago, where I was using for my family, this security guy, the guy's salary is 17K. But he has about 7 kids. They have a family of 7.
Wow.
So when they get salary now, really like, it's one of our Spain, they one rubber of rice, most of them. One rubber of rice. It has go, yes, that's for rice. Yeah. So you see them eating and still happening now. When you meet some kids that are 12, 13, 7, I see more 12 they put some right. Those things we need to cut down. Then we need to actually look at what our body needs. Yes, we need more vegetables to run. It's cheap. And those things can easily grow around us. Try vegetables. So instead of making the gari weak, you can make the gari small and do more
vegetables. Okay.
You understand? So you should have a mix
And I
know it's just that. But if you go to the east, when they sell food, you have more vegetables. That's when we buy this idea of selling to payment. So you buy swallow, you can buy as many as that's where this restaurant that run their business where they are selling soup, that's where they got it from, because they know some of them want more soup. So he puts the little swallow and alcohol. So we have a meal plan. What do we need to make? Have a meal plan. It should be a discussion, just like we plan like the food issue has gotten to where we start planning for food. We will plan our future.
Plan your food, the way you plan your future.
All the when you eat all the this in the no future. So you have to plan the food so that the future will so if you decide to eat
So we don't eat our future.
you don't eat the future.
Yeah.
You have to sit down and look at it now. So what are we going to do? Can we do bread? Bread is the simplest and it's still the cheapest food that every family can have. So we can do okay, let's do for example, you can get down there and go, okay, how many people can take this? Well, you can start educating your kids. This one contains about it's what you tell them about 1,000 calories. I'm not sure 1,000 calories. Your body needs just 50.
Yeah.
So we have, 20 of us can take it for 10%. So when you start preparing their mind, like, you can don't take 100 calories. It's okay for anything. What does this say? We ask them to Google it and the rest. So have a meal plan. Yes. No, this is expensive.
Yeah, very expensive.
One of the cheapest one of instead of the beef, you need protein. You can do egg. Egg contains almost what So you can do egg with some beans. You can even tell them. That's why when you are doing being placed on, you know when you go to all these gym instructors and they are placing your diet, they can ask you to take one egg because they need that one egg will sustain your system. We give you all that you need. So we need to work on our new plan. What does our baby needs to solve? If you are working hard, then what kind of energy do you burn? What health do you need to as the first thing? The budget. If there are no budget that you just want to go buy the food as soon as you just cover half of the month and left new plans.
Meal plan is very, very important.
Meal plan. Start planning your meal.
See, let me tell you.
That's a call.
Let me tell you.
Wait,
Let me tell you.
don't tell the story.
Not an outbreak story.
No, it's not an outbreak. No, I said it 1-0 that time.
Okay, let's make it one.
This guy can eat the heaven.
I know.
No, wait.
You have to start planning your meal.
Yesterday,
Small food.
yesterday, Joshua ate my food and his food.
No, I'm not you don't eat. And you are wasting the food as well.
So that why will you serve me more than I can eat?
I don't like food wasting.
That's one of the reasons why we are going through this hunger crisis.
Okay.
Because he doesn't eat much. You're preparing plenty food
For,
that I cannot even finish.
But you know there's this
And now you are taking it. You are even wasting it.
you are even wasting it.
You should have told me. You did not follow me to the kitchen. That's just the problem. But you know there's this terminology Nigerians make use of. You know we are a religious nation. They say God will provide. So I as we round off, I just want Mr. Dixon to just make a comment that, like, for people out there that always have this terminology that God will provide as an excuse for some things. How do you see Nigerians in this time? Can we just round off with that?
Yeah, it's a level of faith. Because I was reading at church, a complaining that one man was giving birth back to back. That is one not considering the cost of secondary school, like primary school and secondary school. They say that who doesn't even pop. So it's a level of faith that this is, but the thing is, we should not put our faith to test. The Bible warned us about that. You know, push faith test. You don't test, you don't take God. You understand? Manna is not fall. Manna is going to fall, and it's going to people. We're going to use people for that manna to tell. But we're getting to a place in this country that things are hard for almost everybody. So we get to a time if we keep reducing our believing God will work, God will work, start training that faith. You discover that when 2 people are working and 1,000 people wants to feed up, those are believing God. So at the time it will get to either people do not have any to it, and that faith will now start questioning God that this part of the Bible they don't have anything. We need to balance. When God said He will supply all our needs according to His wishes and glory, the other thing that has feeded that time. Those people that I was talking about that particular chapter, they were givers. You understand? They were givers. That means they had enough and they were giving. They were giving for you to start giving. So it became a time, it's their level of giving that propelled us Paul. Tell them that and God will supply all your needs. So the needs that we dey focused on that time, it might be rich, it might be, but it might be other parts, and it won't be health-wise. It might be other things. So you should. So when God promises He's going to provide, it's not about food, bro. So if you decide to put people test in the area of food, and you straight that test, then it becomes a food.
Well, thanks so much, Mr. Dixon, for being a part of this. I really appreciate this discussion. And one of the watchwords I think I've picked from this is plan your meal as you plan your future. Plan your food as you plan your future.
Don't eat your future. Joshua, icon.
And again, he said something which is very important. We all need to go back to the point where we are family. At least in your house. He said something and I think it inspired me. You can even put sand inside a sack and plant something in the house. Even if it's the atarudu and the tomatoes and maybe corn you plant at home, it's still going to help you and going to grow a long way. And even some vegetables too as well. So thanks so much once again, Mr. Dixon, for being a part of this segment. Guys, it's time to end this segment. Until we meet next time and to come across your timeline again, please do well to subscribe on this our channel. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.